Just another gross, gray winter day. While I'm waiting for the garage to heat up, well, I was grocery shopping today, and for the most part, I try not to judge people. And there's some things about the younger generation that I just don't understand. One of them being skinny jeans. And this isn't about the skinny jeans. This is about the individual I seen appeared to be a male. However, in today's society, you don't know what they identify with, but I'm going to say it appeared to be male. Camouflage skinny jeans, short haircut with a butterfly tattooed on the back of their neck. And I don't know about you, but what the fuck are you supposed to make out of that? So we're gonna make our starting point by putting the inner rocker on. Had to straighten it out a little bit. That's where that little shelf on my toolbox comes in handy for some light work. I think there's a weight capacity on it. Maybe, oh, it says 100 pounds. So we know this half moon aligns with that hole right there, which takes us to the end of the floor. And it's tweaked a little bit. I'm going to get some stuff and clamp her down. So what I'm doing is I drilled 2 holes there. I put 1 hole in there because on this here you got the slots, and I know that that half moon has to be in line with that. So what I want to do is fit it up in these loose holes first while we try to piece everything together. Not sure how well it's going to work, but we're going to find out. That turned out pretty good. I can see right here, this corner of the floor is going to have to come down a bit, but I'm in the holes where I can slide it now. This is where it's going to get interesting. So that door, I'm going to put it over there because it belongs to the back. I need to go outside to the shed, get the other 2 doors for this side, just the driver's door for right now. I need to put the new pins and bushings in it that I got. That will take care of any sag in the door to help us set the door up. And once the door's on, I could kind of have a look where the rocker is going to fit. And before we do anything drastic, like I did on that side by cut the rocker, I might regret that. Easily fixed because I saved a piece. Then I need to put the rad support on. I need to put the fenders and the hood, mock those up so we can kind of get everything aligned. Check out the light coming from that bad boy. LED T8s. Now this is what I call winning. Off Amazon I ordered 8 T8 bulbs to try out and see how they're going to work. And if they're good, I was going to get more to replace all the lights in my garage, possibly add some more. But do you know what happened? This is where Amazon screwed up. So instead of sending me 8 bulbs, they sent me 2 cases of 24 bulbs each, 48 bulbs for the price of 8. For LED T8s, what a motherfucking score! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna ditch those fluorescent ones tomorrow and then dispose of them at the fire department. So much more light. Well, I'm waiting for the garage to finish heating up. I need to clean up some of the garage so we can get some more stuff in here. I'm actually gonna put that door back outside, grab the driver's door. I need to put these lights, generator, push them back towards the garage here, make some room so I can bring the two fenders in, the rad support in the hood, and get ready for that. There's the rad support, the hood, the fenders. Shouldn't be too bad. I'll dig that out in a bit. Got the front rad support on the ground. I thought I was gonna have to put in the inner fenders as well. I don't think I'm gonna have to because the rad supports get bolted there, so I can mock that up. Hopefully that should be all I need besides for that door I'm gonna grab. Okay, got the two fenders inside, got the driver's side door. The hinges are off, which will be okay. Give us time to clean them up since we got to put new pin and bushings in there. I also noticed that the radiator support has been modified. Looking online, the original radiator support had a bar that went across. However, I may have to build something totally new if I decide to go with the Cummins 4BT in there. I do have a brand new 57 Chevy radiator that might be adapted. I got the hood inside. Now with the fenders, some more things to add to my list, as I'm going to have to replace this inner brace here. It's pretty rotted out, and the bolt is broken off inside. Person could just piss around and probably fix that. Save yourself like $100 and some bucks, but we'll see. I may, looks like there's some Bondo there. I can't remember now. I sandblasted these fenders. I'm sure if there's Bondo, I would have grinded it off. I need to investigate that further. This one here, yeah, that one there is probably worse shape. I'm probably just better off just to replace them, screw them. Don't need to worry about that right now. I can worry about that later. All I need to know is that when I fit it up, if the broken bolt will fit inside the rocker. That way I kind of know I'm somewhat aligned. Dug out some old bolts. Probably gonna need, and while I was outside in the shed, this is part of my Arctic engine. I'm sure I probably showed you guys when I talked about I didn't even have the Arctic a year, and how the bevel gear broke in it and took out the engine, and this shortly became an issue for the Arctic 650H1 engines when it happened to mine. No warranty, nothing from Arctic at all. It got totally effed in the ass, and you know what, I've never forgiven them since about that. You spend over $10,000 on an ATV, never even had it a year, popped the engine because of their faulty components, and nothing to help you. So you can see right here on mine, when the bevel gear broke, you could see how it had cracked the casing, and there's actually like 3 separate engine casings in this whole unit. Let's have a look at these door hinges here. These kind of like decorative covers are in bad shape. Just made out of tin. I could reproduce those. It won't have this nice round edge though, but I can make one that's flat. That should probably work. Anyways, I got the instructions. Drive the old pin out, cut the new pin the same length as the old one, remove all bushings by shearing off the top with a chisel, drive the rest of it through the hinge, pushing out the other bushing, install new bushing and pin. Interesting. How much longer is it? Holy shit, that is quite a bit longer. Alright, let's see how these bad boys are gonna pop out. Need to check something before we get started, because if I pound those out and those door hinges are slightly different, I'm opening up another whole new can of worms here that's gonna screw me over. Looks the same. Looks the same to me. Shit, that's coming out pretty good actually. I was expecting it to be a lot worse. What I do is when I put it in the vise, I hook the corner underneath there. Yeah, that one's gonna come right out too. Easy. Well, let's see if we can get these brass bushings out. I don't have any real chisels. This is a Chinese one, and I don't know anything about this one. I have some real ones at work I may have to bring home if needed. I'm gonna put this in a vise like so. That way when I strike it, hopefully it'll bust it free. Try the small one first. Work. Come on, you cocksucker. Perfect. If you have a look at these are just very roughly made. Not a lot of perfection. As you notice, I did not sand where the bushings will go, because you don't want to remove material away from there, because it's going to change everything if you do. Alright, it's motherfucking beer time. This is from Blind Man Brewing. Now, I was on a sour kick beer after Fedora brought some back from Portland, so I've been trying to find some local beers that are sour. This one here is the Blackcurrant Fruited Kettle Sour. Unfortunately, this one here tastes more like a wine than it does an actual sour beer. Let's crack this open and we'll have a talk. Alright, motherfucking beer wine time. Even smells like a red wine. I think it's gonna start moving along pretty good. Next time I'm outside in the garage, I'm going to continue cleaning up those other brackets, put the new pins and stuff in. We can get ready to rock and roll on that. Assemble the front end, and once we have that together, it's just a matter of getting that front door lined. And if we're pretty good in the front alignment, we can look at tightening down the bolts possibly tack that center pillar in a little bit and then put the back door on and then check the alignment and everything looks good. Start welding it up, and then once that's set up, then we can work on the passenger side, which is going to be a little bit more difficult. However, going back to a totally different topic. Oh, this isn't too bad actually. My old place of work has been laying people off slowly over the month of January, just like I have been telling people that this is going to happen. When you are hired on as a temporary worker, people, like, they've hired some people, but everybody was drinking the Kool-Aid, thinking, you know, the job's secure, you know, they have all this work coming up. My apprentice that I was training before I was let go from that place was released last week. He said all he was doing for the past week was sweeping the floor. There was no work at all. So that just goes to show you, don't drink the motherfucking Kool-Aid. Anyways, motherfucking beer time. If you guys have any questions or comments, post them below. Otherwise, I want to thank you guys for watching. Drinking the fucking Kool-Aid.